What's up? Here showing off this team I built. I feel like it's pretty strong. Was able to get top 8 on the in-game ladder with this team so far anyway. So I'm going to go over, show you guys what we're working with. I will include a Poke Paste and a rental. So starting off, we got Shedinja, one of my favorite mons in restricted format. Pretty standard set here. Shadow Sneak, Poltergeist, Endure, Ally Switch. I am running Safety Goggles, which I feel like is a better item than a Focus Sash because a lot of people are going to try to set Hail or Sand to take out Shed. I just position it to where I don't need the Sash. Really, Kali Shadow matchup is the only thing that would benefit from having a sash. That way you could shadow sneak twice. But that's one reason why we have Evil Tall here. So um, next we have Zacian. This is a standard Zacian build I've been running for a while with Behemoth Blade and Quick Attack. I did slot in the tech choice with Wild Charge just because I feel like Sacred Sword not quite as valuable since there's not as many ensigns running around. So we went with Wild Charge to help the Ogre matchup. Pretty standard EV spread here. I've been running this for a while. Bulky, still hits hard, still fast, kind of uh, best of both worlds as far as the speed and the bulk. Then we have Ogre, like a fast Ogre that's also decently bulky. We go Water Spout, Origin Pulse. Normally I would run Ice Beam, but since there's not near as many Gastrodons and there are Volcanians, we go with the Thunder as our third move of choice here, running the Mystic Water. Do switch back and forth. Sometimes use Life Orb, so you might try that, see if you like it. But on this team, usually Zekrom or Evil Tall is going to be the max option. So you don't want to weaken your water spouts if you don't have to. Then the other star of the show here is Zekrom. This thing is a monster in Series 13. Go with the weakness policy because the weakness policy will get procced, whether it's a play rough or a P-blade, something like that. Normally you can survive either as long as you're maxed, especially if you're able to get off a Wormwind beforehand. We are going to go Dragon Claw here instead of Outrage, just because being locked into Outrage is not great, and Dragon Claw still does plenty of damage. So we went with a fairly fast Zekrom here. Still very bulky as well. Once the weakness policy is procced, that's plenty of attack investment. Another good thing that makes Zekrom so much better in Series 13 than Series 12 is the lack of Incineroar and Landorus, so you don't have to worry about getting intimidated nearly as often. And even if so, once they proc that policy, you're in business. Then we have Whimsicott, standard Whim set. My tech move of choice on this is Trick Room. That way you can set up Trick Room against opposing Tailwinds or reverse Trick Room if your opponent sets it up. And this has saved me many, many times where maybe I'll tailwind, thinking they're going to tailwind, they trick room, then we just reverse it the next turn. And then I started off this team using Lunala, which is very strong with wide guard, but my Kali Shadow matchup was not too great. Wide guard not as effective now that everyone's running it. They usually expect that and will max. So having Evil Tall is really, really nice. Plus, it gives you another Airstreamer in case you don't want to bring Whims. And it's just really nice, really bulky, has Snarl, so that helps against Trick Room. Maybe Max Zekrom, Max Ogre, as they're setting up Trick Room, and then Snarl. That way you can weaken Palkia or Dialga. Also has Sucker Punch to finish things off, Foul Play. Just a pretty standard Eviltal set here. Didn't go max speed, wanted to invest more in bulk and some in attack. And this has been very, very effective. So let's play a few matches so hopefully get a pretty good example of what this team can do. Alright, we got young Elmer's Glue here, and we're going to see it against a Trick Room team. So, they've got Alecki, they've got Intimidate, and Fake Out here. Shedinja is going to be vital because it doesn't look like they have anything to hit Shedinja with unless Palkia can. Palkia may have Flamethrower, so we're going to go Eviltal, Zekrom, we're going to go Ogre, and then we're going to go Shed. Bring out Palkia. He does bring out the Shroom. So what we can do here is max Lightning. That way we can make sure there's no Spore business. And we're just going to Snarl. Because I don't think Oblivion Wing is going to pick up here. So we're just going to Snarl. That way hopefully he'll proc our Policy on the next turn. And then we can take him out. So he may not want to max Palkia here. But that should put the Shroom in range. Of course, our boy here, Zekrom, is going to move before Eviltal. So we are just going to keep snarling. What does he do here? He does Rage Powder. Bye-bye. White Herb. That does huge damage. And he is not Policy. He was White Herb, so that was huge here. I wish we would have Wormwinded there. Oh, we did Wormwind, but unfortunately, he did pull it back here. So we're just gonna. What do we want to do here? So we're gonna just Lightning you, and we're gonna Sucker Punch you. Oh, and he does max the Cowie, so that's fine. He wants to set up Hail here. He's probably gonna Floor Cannon. Oh, he just Gleams. That ain't gonna do it, bud. And bye-bye Magearna. Got our Policy procced. So that shows how strong Zekrom is here. Able to take a Hailstorm from Calyrex. Of course, he wasn't boosted, but he was also at even. So we're just going to let Zekrom go down here. Unfortunately, Palkia is still around. So we're going to attempt a Dragon Claw here. We are just going to... We're just going to Sucker Punch you. That way we can weaken him because we want to put him in range here. For Shed, he does have Flamethrower, unfortunately, so he might be able to pull this out here. We're just going to have to hope that we can get him close enough here. So we're just going to protect with Ogre. We're going to endure with Shed. He's going to try to Hailstorm again here. And Flamethrower, but that ain't going to work because we're Goggles. So he tried to Spatial Rend there, so we're going to try and see if we can get this off. Just a big Water Spout. Should we Poltergeist or should we Shadow Sneak? I'm going to go Poltergeist. Is that enough to pick up? He's got to choose. He does go there. Okay, so we're in a decently good position. Shed did what he needed to. How much health did he lose on that last? Let's see. Water Spout did 9%, so he's got 26. We're just going to go Thunder. And we miss, so that is unfortunate. And he ate his berry there, so that is unfortunate. Looks like we are not going to be able to take this one. I probably should have just shadow sneaked. He does not miss the spatial rend. So GG's to our opponent. Let's go again. So that's Flamethrower on Palkia is a good tech choice for that exact reason. So let's go here. How do we want to do this? I think we still lead our boy Zekrom here. And we're gonna go. Do we want Zekrom or do we want Ogre here? Zekrom or Ogre? I think we go Zekrom because it's just so strong into so much stuff. We're gonna bring Ogre and we're gonna bring Zacian in the back. Let's see what we got. And he does bring out the Evil Tall. He's trying to bait us here with a lightning. So what we're going to do is get a... Actually, we're not even going to max here. What do we want to do here? We're -1. I think we're just going to send. No, he is definitely going to... We're going to swap into Ogre, and we're going to protect. He protects. He does parting shot here. He brings out his own. So we're just going to... What we want to do here. I don't want to max him, so we're going to lightning you. We're going to tailwind. Just need to get some damage down here. He doesn't max. That's okay. So does quite a bit. It's alright. So now we bring out Zekrom. Who's he going to switch out here is the question. I think we just Wormwind this slot and Energy Ball this slot. That way we can Groudon as he comes in. So maybe should have stayed in with Zek there, but he's probably going to either bring in Groudon or he's going to bring in Incin. So let's see what he does here. You got to go for it. So I had to, having Incin is really helping him out here. You don't see Incin a whole lot, but this is a good example of why you maybe should think about running him. He does send out Incin. I think Wormwind is still going to do quite a bit here. It doesn't pick up. Wing beats, that's fine. Do we want to set up electric terrain here? I think we're just going to Wormwind you and quick attack you. He does let us get him. It's probably going to parting shot here. He does parting shot Zacian here. So he does still have max. And we've only got through 1.5 of his month. So he played this very well. He's taking his time deciding what he wants to do. So let's see. We got Big Ogre here. And our max is not over. So we are just going to lightning and protect. He is most likely probably going to try to parting shot again. Surprised he didn't bring Groudon into this matchup. We do have Wild Charge here though, so we can possibly still do some damage even though we're intimidated here. Just going to run Wild Charge. Wild Charge and Bolt Strike here. Kyogre should go down to that. Still doesn't put us in the greatest position. And it does finish him off. So does he just parting shots? Okay, so now it's just Calyrex versus the world here. And we're just gonna protect. We're just gonna hope Zacian can live here. If so, we want to go, yeah, Bolt Strike from terrain, and Bolt Strike into you. Wild Charge is 117. B-Blade gets stabbed. We're going to do that. Come on, Zacian. Oh, and we're just faster still. But we missed the Bolt Strike. Are you kidding me? We missed the Bolt Strike. Wow, if we hadn't missed the Bolt Strike there, we would have been in a much better place. Well played to my opponent. So, we didn't do too great in the video today, but there you go. Try out the team. It's very, very great. Those matches didn't showcase it well. I think I have a couple more I'll put up.